Right, guys, we are live on YouTube. This is session 12, and we're going to be looking at art today. So art with Sid, session 12, and today's topic is on treasure maps. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how we can create a really lovely looking treasure map. So if you are joining me, we are live. It's just over 3:30. I've just been finishing off an art session. So we had science and art today. So today's session, we're going to be doing a treasure map. So what you guys need is a used tea bag. Okay, so if your parents make a cup of tea, you keep the tea bag because we're going to be needing that. So you've got used tea bag. You're going to need some cardboard or a thick piece of paper. So I've got myself a sketchbook over here. So I'm going to be doing it in here because these pages are nice and thick. So get yourself some sketchbook paper or even some cardboard. We're also going to need a pencil and you're going to need some felt tip pens. So I've got my felt tip pens. Okay, can't stay without felt tip pens. So today's session, we're going to be making a treasure map and I'm going to show you some techniques on how to do this. And this is a really nice little activity. I used to love making treasure maps when I was a kid. Okay, so let me share with you my table and see where we're at. Okay, so let's move all this stuff out of the way. So here I've got a sketchbook that we're going to be using to create our treasure map. So I'm going to be doing it on, let me see, where are my, just picked a random page. Let me go back to, I'm going to be doing it over here. Okay, I'm going to check in to see who is watching, who is live right now at the moment. If you guys are watching, give me a shout out, and I'll say hi to you guys. So let's have a look who is watching live. We've got quite a few people watching. No comments yet, so let me know if you are watching. So what we're going to do first of all is to create our background for our treasure map, and this is fun and it's also messy. So you get your tea bag. You might not be able to do the rest of the activity until it's dry, okay? So make sure that you leave some time before you start adding your colored drawings on top. But I've got one that I've done earlier as well that I'm going to show you. So you're going to add, so my tea bag is a green tea one. So you need to find ones which aren't green tea because they're going to give you a stronger color. So normal tea bags will give you a stronger color. And I've got one that I've done earlier, a normal one. So you just use, it smells so nice. It smells so nice. Spread out your color all over your piece of paper, okay? And it's going to be wet. So just be aware of that. So cover that up. Now this doesn't look as dark as it should, but I'm going to show you one that I've done earlier. So you can try with lots of different herbal teas and see what kind of colors you get because you'll get different colors. But it gives a kind of old textured look. Okay. So here, we've got someone watching. We've got, hi Sid, Sophia and Sultan again. Thank you for watching, guys. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave that to dry. I'm going to show you one that I've done earlier. So you need to completely cover your page. If you've got a tea bag, like I think is it Tetley tea? I think they're the ones that are really strong. You'll get, so you need black tea basically to get the color. So let me show you one that I've done earlier. So these are ones that I've done earlier. Okay, so you can see the kind of texture that you kind of create with that, and you can see the way that I've created it as well. When you kind of using it on top of your paper, it creates, it's like having a giant paintbrush. You create that textured look. So this one's dry. So you guys, at the moment, you need to leave your pieces of card and paper to dry. So you might want to grab another piece of paper, or you can rewatch this video later once your paper is dry. So I'm going to create a treasure map on this. So first thing is you need to grab a black felt tip pen. Let's start off with a pencil first. So you create a squiggly line, squiggly blob all across your piece of paper. Can you see that? So I've done that. I'm going to go over it in a felt tip pen now and make sure it's joined up on the edges. I'm going to go over all of that. And I used to love creating treasure maps. I used to make a treasure map and then create a treasure map that goes with it. So there's a map and then some notes that go with it, and I'll show you how to do a scroll as well. Once you've done this, you need to create a cliff. Okay, you need to create some cliffs on the edges. So the way that this works is, if you're viewing your map like this, anything which is right in front of you, you're going to create a line going down. Okay, so you got a line going down here, line going down here, line going down here, line going, wherever it kind of turns slightly, you create a line going down. So here there's a turn, create a line going down. Now what you need to do is to join up those lines, but you have to do them in the same curve. So if you watch me, you do them in the same curve, in the same distance. This one, I should have included another line going down here. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking this point to the next point. So wherever it starts to turn, there should be a line going down. So here, there, 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 and there. Now, once you've done that basic outline, we've got Hannah's watching, we've got Anaya and Isa. Thank you for watching, guys. You then need to create your cliffs. So watch me carefully how I'm doing this. Okay, so your tea bag's probably still drying your piece of paper yet, so wait until that's dry. Once you've done that, you can create your treasure map like this. Now here, these are my cliffs. So on the cliffs, I want to draw some lines like this to show. You might want to use a thinner. Let me use a thinner pen. Where's my pen gone? I've got a fine liner somewhere. I was using it earlier. Has it gone walkies? I can't find it now. Let me see if I can use one of these. It's not going to be as good as my other fine liner. So here you draw, can't even see the lines on here. You draw some lines here to show that there's rocks there. And over here, this is rocks as well. This fine liner is not good. What have I done with my fine liner? It's gone walkies. Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay. So you draw some lines. And these lines aren't going all the way down. So you draw some going up and you draw some going down, but they don't necessarily have to be touching. So this just shows you that there's rocks there. I'm going to go over these ones because they weren't dark enough. Okay, so you've got your cliffs there. Let's do the cliffs all the way over here. And it's starting to look a bit like an island now. Okay, so this is starting to look a bit like an island. Look at that, Treasure Island. And now I'm going to start to put details in. First thing is you're going to need a compass. So remember, I think it was yesterday we were doing the magnets. We did a compass drawing. Now I'm going to do another compass with a pen now. So I'm going to draw a compass in the corner, and it's going to be slightly at an angle. First of all, I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to draw the north at an angle. Then we're going to have the south over here. And so it's north, east, south, west. And I want to make that compass look really kind of ancient. So I'm going to draw lots of lines coming out of it and lots of patterns in a second. It's looking really cool. Okay, so I've drawn my compass. Now I need to create lots of little details on my island. So what kind of stuff do we have on an island? Well, first of all, there's water here. This is all water. So I can create little waves, water waves. We can add color to this later and go over the black with the colors. And you could create a little boat. So I could have a little boat or a ship. And now I'm going to create lots of trees and stuff. So I'm going to have a little forest over here. You've got a forest. Okay, and you can put lots of trees, but remember it's symbolic. You're not going to create what it really looks like. It's just symbolizing that there's a rainforest there. Now I might have a river over here coming across, but before we close the river, we're going to have a little bridge going across over there, and the river is going to create a little bit of a waterfall there. We're going to have the river going over here. We're going to have a waterfall over here, and there's going to be a little swamp over here. And on that swamp, I'm going to have lots of grass. Maybe there's quicksand as well. But the swamp and the quicksand, and this is the river over here. That's going to be coloured in blue. We're going to have a little hut on this side. Oh, we're going to do some mountains and some caves as well. Sophia asked, how do we remember the order of... Oh, northeast, southwest. I was thinking, what does that say? Is it never eat shredded wheat? Or is there a new one? Yeah, you could do never eat shredded wheat. I think it's been so long that I've used a phrase that I just know it off by heart. When you use it so often, you will know it. But I like that one. Never eat shredded wheat. I think that's the one that I learned when I was younger. So here, what we're going to do now is create some mountains. So we're going to have some mountains. So our hut is after the mountains, and I might have a little cave here as well. So in this mountain, we're going to have a little cave. Okay. Oh, should I have a volcano as well? Volcano eruption. It's near the hut. That doesn't look too good. We can also, what should we have on this side? There's like empty space over here. So maybe we can have some grass over here. There's loads of grass over here. And we've got some space over here. So there we could have, let's have a think. We're going to have more mountains over here on this side. But these are going to have like snow peak at the top. Okay, so we've got our basic island over here, which looks really cool. And what we're going to start to do now is to color that in. But this is what the stage that you want to get to, though. Have all your little designs. Let me show you how we're going to make the scroll that goes with this as well. So if you cover 2 pieces of paper with your tea bag, the other side we can make it to a scroll. So watch how we do the scroll. You start off with a little spiral. You bring that spiral down. You do a spiral on the other side. Okay? Once you've done that, you then go back and you draw a straight line. You then go back and you draw a straight line. You draw another straight line over here, and you curve the edge. And then what you've got to do is you've got to follow this. So this goes like this goes like this, goes like that. And there you've got your scroll. And to finish that off, I used to love making scrolls like this. So you've got your treasure map and you've got your treasure scroll. So here I'm going to write treasure. Treasure. And then you can write some directions on here around your treasure map. Now you could make this into a maths project, okay? Because you could grid up your treasure map and then you could here say on 1A, walk 15 meters to north, or whatever it is you want to do. So you could grid this up and you can make it into a maths thing. But I'm going to leave this as an arts project. So I'm going to write here. And you know, in the old scrolls, they have the first letter as a big letter, and they normally have it colored. So I'm going to write F. It's going to be on my big letter. So from should I just write this in felt tip pen? From the boat, travel. And you can write a little story as well if you want. Travel. So the boat's going to go west. So you're going to move. You can't see what I'm doing. So the boat is here. And the west is that way. So it's going to go west towards where the waterfall is. So I'm going to write here. From the boat, travel west until you reach the waterfall. The water. And you can make this look really cool. You can have a really long scroll if you want, and you can carry that on with instructions and add lots of color on here to make it look really nice and cool. And I want you to submit your drawing, so don't forget to add your name at the bottom and hashtag art with Sid. You've got until 6 p.m. to submit your drawings in, and I want to see some really cool scrolls and some really cool treasure maps that you guys have done, and be as creative as you possibly can, and get your designs in by 6 p.m. either on any of my social channels, or even you can email it to me and I will include the best ones in our submissions video. Okay, guys, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys will come up with. Let's see if there's any more messages. Khadija and Mariam are watching. We scrunch up the paper before it dries. Yeah, you could be scrunching up the paper as well. What I like to do is to do all my drawings first and then scrunch it up, because it's really difficult to draw but I know what you mean. If you scrunch it up while it's still drying, the scrunched up, the creases will go darker. But I actually quite like scrunching it up afterwards. But this one I'm not going to scrunch up because it's in my sketchbook. But what you could do is do all your designs, scrunch it up, and then use a brown piece of felt tip pen to just go over the creases where you've scrunched it up, and it looks really effective. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys finish off your designs. Let me know how it gets on, and I'm looking forward to seeing these because I think treasure maps are really exciting. So we'll see what you guys can come up with and how creative you can be with your treasure maps, and see what else you can do. So I've put a hut, I've put a cave, I've put a volcano and mountains and swamps and long grass and forests and bridges and rivers. Let's see what you guys come up with, and if you can do little animals as well, they'd be really cool. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your art pieces. And I think tomorrow we're back to maths. So tomorrow, 3:30 on YouTube, Learn with Sid, we're going to be looking at a maths topic. And if you've got any suggestions of what you want me to have a look at, then let me know in the comment section. Like, share, and comment the videos. And please do share the videos. So the more people that watch, the longer I'll carry on going. And as soon as I realize that it's not really benefiting people, I might get bored. So you guys need to share the videos and let me know how you're finding them. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for science. No, maths tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be session 13, and we're going to be looking at maths. So I'll see you then. Bye.